second finger comes and goes. In measure 68, you put your second finger on both strings each time. Here you could go up to the third position. Some violinists stay in first position and then jump, but you could go up a little bit earlier, or much earlier. You could go up here right away. If you carry on playing here in the first position and shift into the third position in the last quarter, then you arrived. Again, you could practice double stops here. Or just slow. We carry on with double stops. In the first position, you put the second finger on both strings and leave it there, and the fourth finger keeps coming and going. Here your first finger is only on the E string, but it still remains on the string because it's a long note. Here your first finger remains on both strings, and we carry on. Here the second finger remains on the E string, the fourth finger keeps coming and going. Then we shift into the fourth position. The fourth position is where the fourth finger was in the first position, is now the first. And remember to enjoy each note, fall in love with each note you're playing. That way your sound will start improving immediately. Don't think, oh, okay, this note is not that important. No, this one is not so important, not so important. This one is important. No, each note is important. You could keep your first finger on both strings again, and the fourth and third fingers keep coming and going. We move up into the fifth position. Remember not to move your fingers or your wrist, but move your whole arm. And again, the first finger is on both strings, and the fourth and third keep coming and going. And we shift one position higher. Yeah, we practice the shift into the sixth position, and we carry on. Again, your first finger is on both strings, which is not so easy if you have tiny fingers, but it's possible. Sometimes you have to make it a little bit flat so it doesn't land between the strings, but on the strings. Let's try from measure 84. And we go back into the third position. immediately into the first position. If you start in measure 84, keep both fingers on the strings. Practice double stops for great intonation. Your all fingers are stuck together, A flat, C, and B natural. Make sure you're playing in tune. Correct if necessary. Make sure your violin is still in tune. We're starting in measure 88. And we're still in the first position. And each time you can check, am I playing in tune? Is my violin in tune? Here you could move up the A string in order not to have crazy string crossings. So you basically practice without the D string, just practice the melody in order to find out which fingers to use. We start measure 97. Third position. Fifth position. And we're still moving up. Guess which position we're in? First finger is an A. Did you guess it right? If you don't know the position, you can count it from the beginning. First finger, first position. Second position. Third. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth. Seventh. Now you know. It's seventh position. This is how you practice. And when you arrive, you try it again. We start in measure 97. It's really hard to make the shift without hearing the note here. That's why I have to practice a lot, so that your arm actually remembers, your body memory will be activated, and you'll have no problems with that. It's basically like the third position on the E string. I show you several ways of practicing this passage. The first version is by simply playing single notes and practicing the shift. Second possibility is by playing double stops. practice, of course, playing the original very, very slowly until you feel confident enough to speed up the whole thing. And here you play a long note and relax a little bit, join the orchestra a little bit later, or you join the orchestra immediately and carry on playing the first position. So you could stay in the first position, or you could go up into the third. And back into the first. And third position. Here we have a little passage for our right arm. You could practice open strings, that way you'll hear immediately if you played unrhythmically. And you'll notice how to move your right arm. Practice in front of a mirror sometimes so that you know how to move your right arm. Not too much, not too little. Always smooth movements, even when they're fast. And here again you could practice double stops like this. Or you can slow it down if you want to really listen. And correct. Make sure to break the chord really fast. When we play a chord, we usually play short long. Yeah, it's not two double stops, it's short long because it's one. Okay, it's not two things, it's one. Perhaps you could even try to play on all three strings, which is possible, by going really fast without too much pressure. By simply going a bit faster, you have a little bit more power. Also, you absolutely have to play the chords, the frog. You cannot play the chords here. You won't be able to break them fast enough. And then you could go down into the first position. This is how I would practice them. Use the whole bow and stress each second note in this case. When you practice slowly, use the whole bow. We are on the open D string. is how you practice slowly. The other thing you could do is practice legato. It's very good for your left hand. Here, you make a lot of waves. You go up and down. But when we practice, we simply focus on intonation and rhythm first. Okay, so that's your foundation. Later on, when you polished up your intonation and everything else, then you can start working on making it more interesting. For example, and then you could try and play even faster. At some point, you will have such a relaxed bow hold that you'll be able to jump. And in order to be able to jump here with the bow, you have to stop trying to jump. Jumping comes from playing in the right place, which means you can't jump here. It won't happen here. You can try this exercise. Play slowly. And keep your fingers very, very relaxed. And then keep speeding up. Extremely relaxed, okay? At some point you'll notice your bow will start jumping. But it's nothing that you can actually do by moving up your arm. By trying to jump, you will not jump. You will only jump if you really let go. Enjoy this beautiful piece. The link for the sheet music is down below. And also remember to let me know which other pieces you would like to learn next.